Hey guys, if you're a personal trainer looking to have someone develop better, stronger, and more stable shoulders, take a couple of minutes to watch this video. What most people don't understand truly is the anatomy and physiology of the shoulder. Understanding different muscles and how they affect the movement of the upper arm involving the shoulder joint is critical to being sure you are not overloading the joint, stressing the rotator cuff, and most importantly, stressing the deltoid appropriately. So in this video, we're just going to talk about the front raise, forward flexion. 99.9% of people will say that the front delt, the anterior deltoid, is solely responsible for forward flexion of the arm. They will also say that the front raise, whether it's with a cable, a weight plate, dumbbell, or barbell, is the best exercise. I'm not going to disagree with you on that front. The anterior deltoid is responsible for forward flexion of the arm, but only to a small degree and only during a specific range of motion. So let's assume that the arm starts out against your sides in a pronated position with your palms facing behind you. As the arm moves forward, functional changes are occurring the whole time. One of the major muscles that flexes the arm forward and up to 60 degrees is the pec major. Once the arm goes above 90 degrees, the pecs can no longer move the arm forward and upward. In fact, it begins to function as an extensor, trying to pull the arm back down towards regular anatomical position at your side. So the higher you lift, the more the pec is trying to pull the arm back down. It's during those points that the deltoid becomes the most effective, as other muscles become ineffective. Those are the range of motions you're looking for to try to isolate and properly engage the deltoid for shape, strength, and size. From 0 to 60 degrees, the anterior fibers of the deltoid and the pec majors are involved in lifting the arm. If there's an issue in the rotator cuff muscles, you're going to notice a limited range of motion. That means stop. Do a quick assessment on the rotator cuff, and if pain persists, your job is to recommend that they go see their primary care physician and get a diagnosis. Don't train them anyway. From 60 to 120 degrees, the traps and the serratus anterior are starting to get involved in this movement. Lack of range of motion here can be coming from impingement syndrome, which means stop. Refer your client to their primary care physician for a diagnosis. Don't train them anyway. The 180-degree position is only attainable by a combined movement of the shoulder joint and the shoulder girdle. This range of motion from 120 to 180 involves movement of the spinal column as well. The glenohumeral joint can only be flexible to about 120 degrees. The remaining 60 degrees is attained as a result of abduction and lateral or upward rotation of the scapula or shoulder blades. That motion has nothing to do with the deltoid. So the bottom line is, if you're giving your client a dumbbell, barbell, cable, or plate, and you're having them try to lift 180 degrees from their hip to directly overhead, this is almost completely worthless as far as developing strength in the anterior deltoid. In fact, you run the risk of damaging the rotator cuff and creating impingement syndrome. To properly activate that front deltoid, the movement is very small. The key to developing size and strength in a muscle is from time under tension, not necessarily the amount of weight lifted or the range of motion. Going through a full range of motion is not a bad idea, but it's taken a simple movement designed to attack the front deltoid directly and is turning it into a compound movement affecting multiple muscles at one time. So when you're trying to activate the front deltoid, truthfully, you'll achieve maximum contraction in the front deltoid alone between 30 and 120 degrees. Give or take a few degrees. Once you go above 90 and 120 there, you're getting other muscles involved. The anatomy is shifting and changing. The overall action of the front deltoid is not getting any greater. Try it yourself. Whatever weight you're currently using for a front raise, try to maintain the same weight and rep range in between 30 and 120 degrees. I'll bet you're going to have a more difficult time trying to keep your form and the same rep range. The overall strength of your deltoid is going to get better, and your gains are going to be better. Once that muscle gets stronger, it'll help the full range of motion even more. I'm not saying don't do a full range of motion. I'm saying don't do them that way if you think that you're activating the front deltoid more specifically. So if you're a trainer and you're trying to come up with exercises for your clients, do your research first. Always be sure that the exercises you're choosing are not harmful to other parts of the body. Think about why you're having a client do a specific exercise, and be sure that what you're having them do is truly a functional application towards their fitness goals. Applying functional training to your routines does not mean making things up as you go because it looks functional. Functional training comes directly from understanding kinesiology and proper biomechanics and alignment. The more you learn about how to not injure your clients, the more they're going to refer you to other people, and that's the goal. So save your clients' shoulders, guys.